Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's April 1st, 2018. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, guys. A blessed day indeed. Happy Easter to you and your family. Hope you had a wonderful, blessed day, guys. I wanted to talk about a few things that we've talked about in the past couple of days, some updates, some new information that I believe that you guys should know about. First and foremost, this Chinese space lab, Chinese satellite falling out of the sky has hit the South Pacific Ocean, okay? So no damage or injuries reported at this time. I'll let you guys know if anything about that changes. But from what we understand, most of it burned up in the atmosphere upon re-entry, as we talked about yesterday. Okay, in around Syria, the Middle East, it seems like we were getting several reports that Turkey has started a campaign in northern Iraq. Okay, and we talked about this previously, right? Erdogan and Turkey went to Iraq, said Iraq, if Iraq continues to support these terrorists in northern Iraq, if they don't get them under control, just like they kind of said with Syria, then Turkey would move in, just like Operation Olive Branch. And we're getting several reports that currently that is occurring in northern Iraq. We're going to have to continue to watch that situation. I don't know when this ends, I don't know when it escalates. This is something we have to continue to watch, guys, because when you try to really study the situation in Syria and all the parties, all the entities in and around Syria and who have their hand in the pot, it's so complex. It's so hard to read, okay? Because it's like certain situations, supposed allies are right on the same page with each other. And at other times, you've got Turkey and the United States and France all in a row with each other, right? At this point, we're going to have to continue to watch. This is a situation that is ever evolving. It changes so much that if anyone out there is telling you that they completely understand it, most likely they are either lying or they're following their own delusions, because it changes every day on the ground there. We hear new and newer reports occurring. So we're going to have to continue to watch that situation, especially surrounding Turkey, because as I've said in the past, Turkey looks like they're trying to become the new Ottoman Empire. So we have to continue to watch that. And the big thing I want to talk about tonight, all right, this Easter night, is do we think that North Korea is going to try another test? Now, we know that the United Nations has placed more and more sanctions on North Korea and on those surrounding North Korea. We know that the U.S. and South Korea have started the Foul Eagle military drills. That has started. All right, this is on their second day now. These postponed drills that for the past few months have not gone on. They waited until after the Olympics and the Paralympics for these to start up again. But they did start up again. So between the sanctions, between the military drills, what do we expect? What do we expect at this point? Do we expect another test? Because we're hearing multiple reports out of Japan that North Korea may be getting ready for their 7th nuclear test. I just don't know. See, when you look at the situation, all right, I don't think that North Korea is coming into these talks with the end game of coming up with a peace treaty, with denuclearization, the whole 9 yards. I don't see that occurring, okay? What I do see occurring is North Korea using this as a way to buy time to perfect their nuclear ICBM, most likely the reentry vehicle. Now, if they do another test, okay, say they look at these sanctions, they look at these military drills by the U.S., by South Korea, they look at all this and they decide, okay, we're going to do a little provocation of our own, just like they have done countless times in the past, all right? At that point, how much further do talks go? Do talks even occur? Now, we've also talked about how whenever the KCNA, the mouthpiece of the Kim regime of North Korea, comes out and talks about dialogue, all they talk about is inter-Korean relations. We have not gotten an official an official from the KCNA, from the mouthpiece of North Korea. We have not gotten an official word that Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un were going to meet. Okay, so at this point, this is just hearsay. We're hearing from South Korea and we're hearing from China that North Korea wants this to occur. Okay, and not also by the State Department in the United States of America. But we're not hearing this from North Korea. That's why I don't know if we're going to actually see a summit between Trump and Kim Jong-un. Now, we're going to see summits between North Korea and South Korea. That's because President Moon Jae-in of South Korea, he is willing to give up a lot for North Korea to maybe not even give up their nukes, but to freeze their development. Okay, this is a man who ran on the platform of no war with North Korea, no provocations towards North Korea. He's a very liberal guy, all right? A lot of people think that he's in the pocket of the deep state, all right? But what I'm saying is we have not heard anything from the mouthpiece of North Korea when it comes to a meeting between Trump and Kim Jong-un. So I don't even know if that's going to occur. I really don't. But North Korea, like we've stated, is doing very, very, very well at using, diplomatically, using these talks, using the hope and the optimism that talks can come and that talks can lead to a peaceful solution. They're using that very well to buy time. Because the next summit, we just had a little meeting between North Korea and South Korea, okay? What did we learn? Oh, this meeting was just about planning another meeting. And then when they have that meeting, it's going to be about planning more meetings. Not just between North Korea and South Korea, but maybe North Korea and China, maybe North Korea and Russia, possibly North Korea and Japan. Most likely not, because Japan's a little closer to the United States of America when it comes to military force, to a forced denuclearization on the Korean Peninsula. But at this point, you're looking at months and months of planned meetings. And this is all for North Korea to continue to develop their nuclear weapons. Okay? That's why I don't know if we're gonna see a test from North Korea. Okay, crazier things have happened. But why would they jeopardize these meetings and all this time that they're buying to develop their ICBMs to perfection? Why would they lose all that just because of a test? Because if another test occurs, how does the US and Japan not firmly stand on military force? These are things we have to think about. Now, a lot of people are reporting out there that we might actually see another test by North Korea because these military drills are occurring. Okay? And in the past, I would wholeheartedly agree that would occur. But at the current juncture that we're in, I don't know if I see it. And it's not like like I said, it's not like I'm thinking we're not going to see it because North Korea's had this change of heart. North Korea's behaving themselves. I just don't see it because it doesn't geopolitically make much sense. This is something we're going to have to continue to watch. North Korea, Syria, as more information about comes out. Russia, because the road between the West and Russia is still going strong, and we're going to see long-term consequences, as Theresa May stated. So as more information about that and more comes out, I'll let you guys know. We'll discuss it, all right? Have a beer, say a whole bunch of prayers, and as always, guys, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.